Hi, it's Parmdeep Vadesha here, and I'm really pleased today because I'm with David Lowe, who's a high-flying accountant based here in Mayfair. And we've come to our members club just to record this video for you. We're going to give you some really good tips on a deal that David's working on at the moment. He's going to walk away with about 108k profit in that deal. Very modest nod there from David, just to acknowledge that one, added to his portfolio. So I'm going to just introduce David, and then we'll go into this deal and how it worked and what sort of deals that David's involved with. So tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you from, and what do you do at the moment?
Originally, I'm from New Zealand. I came here about 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. At the moment, I work as an accountant, and I do some property investment, a few other things as well.
Very, very modest. So tell us about some of the companies you've worked with as an accountant. So I know you're quite high up. You're not just a regular accountant.
I've worked for some interesting companies. I worked for a big US manufacturing company in Asia for a couple of years. I worked for a large bank in Switzerland for 7 or 8 years. I also worked for a few banks in London, one of the big property companies here I used to work for.
One of the largest property owners in the world?
Biggest in the world, yeah.
Mining companies? I think
now I work for a mining company, doing some work for a mining company.
So he's not your regular bookkeeper, let's put it that way. He's the opposite end of that scale. And that's what I like about David. He's really got his head screwed on. He's really got a good head for figures. So tell us a little bit about, how did we meet first of all? Because I know we were just talking about it a second ago or something.
I met you at there's a property investor conference in Kensington Olympia about 2005.
Yeah, it's quite a while ago.
That's a long time ago.
7 odd years ago.
Bumped into you there. I was talking away to you. And then I got the link to your website.
Yeah.
And I've been stalking you ever since.
Yeah, I don't mind. And so that's very nice because it's, we've had that kind of relationship for over a while, over the internet at first, and then last year you joined the TMA program that we run, and it's been great. Also last year we went to Italy together with a whole bunch of about 20 of us. Yeah. That was a good trip. So it's nice to kind of build these relationships. And what I like about the kind of things that we're involved with is we get to meet these sorts of I like to call underground investors, the kind of people that they're not on stages speaking and they're not sort of doing the books and all that. They're actually like yourself, out on the ground doing the deals, like we'll talk about in just a second. And but most people watching this video would not get to meet you otherwise. So it's nice to do a video like this. So what made you get into property? I know you bought your first property when you were 20 years old.
I wanted to diversify my income and have other income streams. Mm-hmm. And the nice thing about property, is the incomes are quite constant in it. And if you have several properties, the costs of running it and the effort in running it goes down quite dramatically.
Yeah.
So if you've got one house, or you've got 4 houses, it's about the same amount of effort to take care of it. You organise the insurance, it's just one phone call a year, etc. Yeah.
So it's a very pragmatic approach.
Mm. And so it's really scalable. It's very scalable. If you've got 4 properties or 3 properties and then you've got 8, you can increase the size of it quite quickly.
Yeah.
And if you're careful about it, you can control how much effort you have to put in.
Absolutely. And it's very stable, like you said. I think that's one thing that I really like about it. If I'm going to have something in my old age that's providing me my income, I don't want to be running around. I don't want to be working. I want it to be just producing an income. And
I'm not looking to find another job.
Neither me. Okay, so what exactly is your strategy? Because you've really got your head sort of screwed on from your work. It's got a very good sort of financial mind. What's your strategy in property?
My strategy is to find properties that need something doing to them to improve their value. So the property I'm looking at the moment is...
this is your latest acquisition?
What I'm negotiating at the moment, it is a pigsty, to be polite about it. It's a mess. It's even got 2 small swimming pools in the backyard that need to be got rid of.
Right.
But it needs a complete renovation and possibly splitting into 2 flats.
Okay.
It cost me about $230,000 to buy it. If I just renovate it, probably cost me 8 or 10. If I do a loft conversion on it and split into 2 flats, probably run about 42, 43,000. But at the end, I get a good rental income out of it, and I've made a nice chunk of equity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So in your case, with that one, you're adding another nearly £110,000 worth of, because the value as 2 flats is a lot more, plus you're buying it below market value, even as it is. I mean, it's worth 300 as it stands. So just by buying it at 230, you could spend 10 and just, I've already made 60k there.
I think, if I bought it and spent 10 grand on it, I would get about 320 for it. So I would make sort of 70, something thousand, roughly, out of it for my effort.
Yeah, that's nice.
Because a lot of people want to tackle the renovation. It's a bit of a task.
Yeah,
this one.
That's good. So you work with people who are finding those sorts of deals, and they come to you, and then you're in there as a partner or financier. Yeah. So if someone's watching this, they want to work with you in some way, that's something that they should come to the Underground Investor Summit and meet David. Also note the Underground Investor Summit, you're going to give away you've got a very good deal analysis spreadsheet that you use. So that's how you kind of analyse deals and you do that. So what was the secret with this deal? What was the main trick, I suppose? Was it about finding the deals, negotiating, and what was the trick?
Finding this one was actually very easy because a real estate agent rang me up and said he had a house he couldn't sell. I've been trying for quite a while. The trick with it is to go and look at it and see what the potential is, not what it is now. Because if you go at the moment, it's in quite ugly condition. But if you look at it, it's carpet and a paint job and, a new bit of roofing and...
Yeah, so being able to look through the mess and figure out. Very good. That's a very good deal. So in terms of somebody else who's just starting out and wants to do maybe similar kinds of deals, what would you suggest? What advice would you give them?
Find somebody who's already doing these sort of deals and do the first few with them. Because it's the best way to learn. You can use learn everything they know.
I know that you've done that a lot in your life, haven't you? Because you've worked with and for some very wealthy, inspirational, multimillionaire people. And being inside their business, doing the finance, you would have learned a lot from just doing that. So you carried that mentality forward into property as well. So it's kind of how you end up in the TMA. You're kind of learning from other people in that sense.
You can see a lot of the people I've worked for, that's how they've made their money. By saying, I'm interested in something, but I don't entirely understand it. I'll find somebody who's doing it and do joint ventures with them.
Very good. Yeah, I think it's very important to have people, mentors or advisors, people who can help you. Very good. So definitely come and see David at the Underground Investor Summit. Get the hold of his spreadsheet. You're quite happy to share that?
Yeah, sure.
It's a very good spreadsheet. Just to finish off, I know you came to Italy last year for our trip. We're going to be going to Africa this year. I'm not sure whether we're going to be building a school or painting something or digging a well or whatever, but it's going to be something good. So I know you're up for that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be good. So David, thanks very much, and I know you're going to be going back after your busy day. So thanks very much for your time.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And look forward to catching up with you soon.